Is it time to buy or sell Primo Brands stock? In this video, we're diving deep into Primo Brands. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 17th of June 2025. And now we're here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and get free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 9th of June, 2025, our system has categorized Primo Brands as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -3.30. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this period. Interestingly, the stock has outperformed our system's expectations, achieving a gain of 1.69%. This equates to an average return of 0.24% per day since it was designated as a sell candidate. The stock is positioned within the midst of a broad and declining trend in the short term, indicating that a further decrease within this trend is anticipated. The current 3-month trend indicates a potential decrease of nearly 10% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from a decline of over 14% to just above 2%. Our latest daily update for Primo Brands includes the headline: Primo Brands Corporation stock price ended at $30.06 on Tuesday, after gaining 1.18%. The Primo Brands Corporation stock price gained 1.18% on the last trading day, Tuesday, the 17th of June, 2025, rising from $29.71 to $30.06. It has now gained for 4 consecutive days. It will be interesting to observe whether it can maintain this upward trend or take a slight pause in the coming days. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 2.25%, with a day low at $29.56 and a day high of $30.22. The price has been experiencing significant ups and downs during this period, and there has been a 5.71% loss over the last 2 weeks. Volume decreased on the last day by 1 million shares, with a total of 5 million shares traded for approximately $146.71 million. It is important to note that declining volume alongside rising prices can indicate divergence and may serve as an early warning of potential changes in the next few days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached was $35.85, while the lowest was $28.49. Currently, the price is 16.14%, or $5.79 below the 52-week high of $35.85, which is also the all-time high for the stock. Primo Brands Corporation, known as PRMB, has encountered challenges recently, particularly due to cool and wet weather, impacting bottled water sales in key regions such as the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic. These adverse weather conditions have resulted in a decline in demand, which could strain short-term performance and investor confidence, potentially putting pressure on the stock price in the near future. However, there are positive developments to consider. Recently, TD Securities encouraged a long-term investment perspective on PRMB, especially following encouraging data from Nielsen that indicates strong market trends. Furthermore, BofA Securities has initiated coverage with a favorable price forecast of $42. Focusing on anticipated EBITDA gains from cost reductions and sales momentum in bottled water. Notably, Primo Brands reported better than expected earnings for the first quarter of 2025, with earnings per share at 29 cents compared to the consensus estimate of 24 cents. This signals resilience in their operational performance despite current challenges. This robust quarterly performance, supported by increased sales volumes and a strategic emphasis on cost management, bodes well for investor sentiment over the long term. Additionally, the company's inaugural sustainability report emphasizes its commitment to healthy hydration and environmental stewardship, which may foster a positive brand perception among consumers and investors alike. Collectively, these developments suggest that while short-term pressures may impact the stock price, the long-term outlook for PRMB remains more favorable, driven by solid fundamentals and favorable industry trends. Analyst ratings. On Friday, the 28th of February, 2025, it was reported that Deutsche Bank assigned PRMB a buy rating with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Primo Brands stock a general sell rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as a strong sell and the price-to-book ratio also as sell. Regarding return on investment, the analysts have rated the stock as strong sell. The following signals have been identified for Primo Brands. There are mixed signals in the stock today. The Primo Brands Corporation stock holds a buy signal from the short-term moving average. However, the long-term average indicates a general sell signal. Since the long-term average is above the short-term average, this gives a more negative forecast for the stock. On further gains, the stock will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $31.68. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find some support from the short-term average at $29.47. A breakout above the long-term average will provide another buy signal, while a drop below the short-term average will reinforce the sell signal and strengthen the overall trend. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Wednesday, June 11, 2025, and so far, the stock has risen by 4.23%. Additional increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. It is worth noting that volume decreased during the last trading day despite rising prices. This divergence between volume and price could serve as an early warning. The stock warrants close monitoring. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, sell signal. Pivots. Buy signal 5 days ago. Bollinger. Buy signal 4 days ago. Short-term moving average. Buy signal 3 days ago. Long-term moving average. Sell signal 13 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages. Buy signal 38 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, sell signal 13 days ago. The long-term moving average, sell signal 13 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 24 days ago. Remember to go to our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Primo Brands. Primo Brands Corporation finds support from accumulated volume at $29.71. This level may present a buying opportunity as an upward reaction is anticipated when the support is tested. The stock exhibits average daily movements, and with strong trading volume, the associated risk is classified as medium. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $0.66, which represents a change of 2.25%. In the past week, the stock has demonstrated an average daily volatility of 2.64%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Primo Brands, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important ratio measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company has negative earnings or is incurring losses. Even well-established companies can experience downturns, often due to factors beyond their control. However, persistently negative PE ratios may suggest ongoing profit issues and potential bankruptcy risks. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is anticipated on August 14, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at 450 thousandths of a dollar. It is important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Primo Brands. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Primo Brands is at $31.88. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Primo Brands encounters its first support level at $29.71. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Primo Brands from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 12th of May, 2025, Lee Tony W. executed an insider sell of 50,657,562 shares of Class A common stock. On the same day, ORCP3DE Topco GP LLC also conducted an insider sell of 50,657,562 shares of Class A common stock. On the 1st of May, 2025, Fowden Jeremy SG made an insider buy of 5,317 shares of Class A common stock. On that same day, Stanbrick Stephen P. executed an insider buy of 5,317 shares of Class A common stock as well. Additionally, on the 1st of May, 2025, Metropolis C. Dean conducted an insider buy of 10,635 shares of Class A common stock. Based on the 13 most recent insider trades, we have determined the insider power to be negative, with a ratio of negative 94.903. In total, insiders purchased 55,212 shares and sold 101,315,124 shares in the last 13 trades. Our assessment of this stock is unfavorable and no stop loss has been established. Is Primo Brands stock a good buy? Primo Brands Corporation displays several negative signals, leading us to believe it will continue to perform poorly in the upcoming days or weeks. Therefore, we maintain a negative assessment of this stock. After examining the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 18th of June, we anticipate that Primo Brands will open lower by 11.5 cents and begin trading at $29.95. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. Here is our current perspective on the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Don't forget to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading. Have a wonderful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.